up, Shane?
You guys, I got
Mustang GTD.
Ooh.
Well, here we are. Kind of a strange turn of events.
I can play this joke and it let me in. I was freaking out.
I did receive an allocation, or the opportunity for an allocation, I should say, in the first round that were granted to folks for the Ford Mustang GTD. Here is the actual email they sent me. About a year ago, Ford announced this new Mustang GTD. I used to have a Mustang. My first car was a Mustang. My very first car was a 2001 Ford Mustang. It was a V6 base model, like nothing on it. Cheapest model you get off the lot, manual transmission. Learned how to drive a manual transmission on that thing. You know, really was, you know, what made me today as a sports car enthusiast, even though it was a V6 Mustang. Then I had it for a few years, modified it, had a lot of fun with it, took it all the way through high school, through college, and even years after that, and that was my car for a long time. Eventually sold the Mustang ever since 2010 until today, 2024, I have been driving Corvettes. I had my C6, it was a 2005 C6, I had it from 2010 all the way to 2021. And then when the C8 came out, I just had to have a C8 because it was mid-engine, dual clutch. It was just amazing. And then last year, Ford reveals this Mustang GTD, and instantly I fell in love with it in more than any other car that I can think of that is kind of in its own similar price range, that I could see myself getting in that other than a Corvette. I absolutely love the Corvette brand. At the same time, I absolutely love the Mustang brand. To me, it is not one or the other. They're both amazing. As you can see, I'm actually more of a Ford family. My parents have driven Fords. My brother drove a Ford. My wife currently drives a Ford. I drove a Ford pickup for many years. We're really probably more of a Ford family than anything else, except for this car, right? This car, the Corvette, has been my one thing that has been consistently not Ford. This car, this new Mustang GTD has made me want to get into something other than the Corvette, more than, you know, wanting to go sell it and get a Ferrari. Like, I really like the Ferrari F430, but it's not like I want to sell the Corvette to just go buy one today. I really like the Porsche GT3 RS, but you know, the new ones are not only more expensive, but then they're marked up like a ton, and it's unattainable. And is it really something I want to do more than this? How unique is it? How different is it? And just me and my love and long-standing, you know, passion for Fords and the Mustang, this car was different. This Mustang GTD was different. It was unique. Having said that, I also love that it went through the same process that it took to get the Ford GT. So that's kind of my background and my love for Fords, the Mustang, and the Corvette, and kind of how that mixes together. And then they announced this GTD. I really want it. And then a few months ago, maybe 2-3 months ago, they opened up the application window where I can go submit an application to buy this Mustang GTD. The price is expensive. They're saying the initial price is going to start at $325,000. Let's be real, guys. That's a lot of money. I don't care. I don't care if you say it's a Mustang and oh, that's a lot for a Mustang, or oh, that's a lot for a Corvette, or compared to a Ferrari or a Porsche or some other car's sticker price. That's a lot of money. It's not something that I'm in a position where I can just say, oh yeah, let's just write a check and go, right? So I really had to think about, do I even want to apply for this? And then I thought back to how unique of a situation this is, and how unique of a situation it was with the Ford GT. For those who don't know, the 2006 Ford GT was actually my dad's Ford GT. He bought it brand new in 2006. The allocation for the new Ford GT, although my name is on the title, it was not my allocation. That was actually my father's allocation. He applied for it. He got the allocation. Before the car was delivered, he passed away. So my family, as a family, decided to take delivery of that car. I did not go through that allocation process. I was not, you know, wonderfully selected to get that car. So now, you know, we get the pleasure of, as a family, enjoying these cars in the legacy of my father, and it's just an amazing thing for our family to do together. This car is different. This car potentially would be my car that I'm applying under my name. When I submitted the application, I really did not believe I would get selected. I'm not just saying that. I really did not believe it, because I was not the original owner of the 2006 GT. The allocation was not granted to me for the 2019 Ford GT. I really did not expect to get selected for this car. I thought, let me apply, let me make an application video. I'll put a link to the application video here if you guys want to watch it. Let's try it out. It'll be great for YouTube, great for social media, and hey, why not? Why not take a chance? Worst case, they put me on the wait list, and maybe I'll have a chance in a few years. I sincerely did not expect them to pick me, despite the Ford GTs. And then they did, right? And I'm simply blown away and very thankful to the Ford Motor Company, all the people that are on the selection committee. I know quite a bit of people that own Ford GTs because of my relationship with them. And my father, of course, had a relationship with a lot of the people in the Ford GT program. I don't know if that helped or didn't help. I don't know. I'm so amazed and pleased that I got selected, but I truly did not expect to. I'm not this, like, you know, I try to be transparent here at the same time, like we talk about the Ford GTs, but at the end of the day, guys, I'm still just a normal guy with a normal job. I'm gonna have to ask off of work to go take delivery of this car if I get it. Like, I'm not some, you know, wealthy business owner that has all the money in the world. Do I have the money for this car? Sure. Does that mean I could actually afford it? Maybe not. To me, having money and affording something is two completely different things. And man, I've got some decisions to make. But yeah, I got chosen by Ford out of 10,000 or so worldwide applications for the allocation. Maybe I think it's 7,500 in the United States and 11,000 or something worldwide. I don't know how many they selected in this first round. I would guess it's probably somewhere between 500 to 1,000. I don't know for sure. That's just what I'm guessing based on things I've heard about how many of these they might make. And they picked me, and I know some people that didn't get picked, and I know some of those people that didn't get picked, I honestly could say should probably have been picked before me, given some criteria. Maybe they had a bunch of Mustangs in their past. They bought a bunch of Fords for their business. They've done a lot with the Ford Motor Company for other reasons, and these guys freaking picked me. Man, it's crazy. So yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure when I might get the phone call where I've got to make a decision, like a hard decision where I've got to actually place an order and put down a down payment. I think you got to make a huge amount of payment up front when the order is placed. I've got to get some paperwork back to them here in the next few days. That is, you know, telling them that yes, I want to continue with the process. And man, this is exciting. You know, I made a video a year ago saying that I'd be trading in my Z06 for a Mustang GT if I got allocated it, and I would get a ZR1, because I was honestly planning on maybe getting a ZR1 and trading in this Z06 for the ZR1. And now that changes, right? Like, if I can't afford both, clearly, right? And so, you know, I've got to make a decision. I've got to make a serious decision, guys. This is crazy. Tell me your thoughts, right? Like, give me your honest opinion here. Like, if my path forward is either a Mustang GTD, which I would probably have to get a relatively basic spec that's still 325,000 plus, it's going to be a very rare and unique and highly desirable worldwide collectible car, but it's going to be that much money. Or the ZR1, which, you know, spec'd out right, might cost $200,000. It's still, holy cow, a lot of money, but it's much less. The ZR1 actually is going to be probably more powerful and more more supercar-like, whereas the GTD is going to be more like race car-like. That's kind of like comparing like the Z06 is more supercar-like compared to the Ford GT, which is exotic race car-like. So there's very different worlds. I'd expect this to be the same with the GTD versus the ZR1 if I'm comparing the two. Give me your opinion, guys. Like, I'm not saying make the decision for me, but if you had the ability to get one or the other, which one would you pick? Not necessarily you have unlimited amount of money and you can do whatever. Like, let's say you have just enough money to allocate to buy one of these cars. Which one would you pick? I don't know. I feel, you know, the GTD costs more, but it'll probably go up in value gradually. The ZR1's going to cost much less, but it'll probably go down in value over time. It won't tank, of course. These Corvettes hold their value very well, but it'll go down incrementally over time. Man, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool, man. Did not expect it. I expected best case they'd send me like we're going to put you on the wait list. And I expected that only because of the Ford GT. Had it not been for the Ford GT, I figured I wouldn't even be on anyone's radar. I mean, I've been dealing with Ford and the Ford GT group and going to some of their events since 2007. So that's a little part of it. There's a few of those guys that I know. I don't have great relationships with, but I know them well. I've gone to some other Ford GT events throughout the many years, some with my father, some without. And man, this is pretty cool. Pretty cool, guys. Anyway, just wanted to share the news. I don't know when. I don't know a whole lot about it other than it just says, I think model year 2025 or 2026. That's about all it says. So I can't tell you when it's going to happen or any options, any prices, none of that stuff. Simply just got a letter saying that I was selected. Man, pretty badass. Anyway, guys, I decided to wear this shirt today because of it. It's your lucky day. I'm still blown away, grateful for Ford in selecting me. To me, honestly, I'm a normal guy they're selecting here. I don't have this large individual personal legacy with Ford and the GTs and Mustangs and going to races and having history with dealerships and motorsports like so many other people do that applied, and they picked me. Pretty damn cool. Anyway, guys, I appreciate it. I appreciate you joining me in the video, just hanging out here in the Z06 on my way somewhere. I thought I'd pull over and make this video. So have a good weekend. See you next time.